So here's our crucible filled with copper, and as you know, when that melts it's going to drop below that level, so that's a good amount there. When it melts it's probably going to end up with about half a crucible. I'm going to put 2 more in. Okay, so that amount of copper I need to mix with roughly 6 to 8% aluminum by weight or by mass. The issue with copper, if you make aluminum bronze, is that if you put too much aluminum it gets very, very brittle, and we don't want that for our hammer. We don't want it to shatter. But also we want a nice gold color, which is what you'll get when you mix the aluminum with the copper to make the aluminum bronze. Alright, so first step is we're going to go ahead and weigh how much copper we have here. Okay, it looks like about 1.6 kilograms. And so if I go ahead and go to my calculator, and let's clear that out. Let's do let's go ahead and call it 63 times, let's say 0.06. That'll give us a 6%. So it looks like we're looking at about, roughly 100 grams of aluminum. So let's go ahead and find that. So we'll pull these off. Okay, and I've already got aluminum pre-melted here into little ingots, and so we're going to go by weight. That's pretty close. That one would work. This one's probably a little much. Yep. This one is actually maybe a little closer, so maybe we'll use that one. So that'll get us the ratio right there. So that will give us, by melting these and mixing them together, that will give us aluminum bronze. Okay, so I've never done this before, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to ram up this mold, and what I've got is over here I've got this Petrobond sand. It's an oil-based sand mixture that is for sand casting. And over here I've got a little brush. I've got some talcum powder, and I've got these, I think they call it a cask, that I made, and I've got a strainer here, actually two strainers, and I've got the mold that was 3D printed. This is the hammer head. This will be the handle core that I will mold, ram up and mix up to go inside. You'll see that here in just a second. Alright, basically I kind of got this idea from Paul's Garage, a YouTube channel, so I'll have to give him a shout out. But basically I am going to try to ram this up, and we'll fire up the foundry and hopefully end up with a hammerhead when we're done. Now the reason why I'm doing it today, since this is for senior walk, so that they can hit the Ridge Ringer bell with an aluminum bronze hammer to get a little more sound out of it. The reason why we're doing it today, senior walk is about 5 days away, and this is the only day that did not have a 100% chance of rain, so hopefully we'll get it done today. So I was hoping to get a chance to learn how to do this before now, but now this is the time. So here goes. Okay, so I'm going to place my hammerhead here, flat side down, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of baby powder. Oh, I guess I got to pull that off. Okay, and we'll just put a little powder in here and on here. Oh, that just reminds me, I've got to keep sand from getting inside there. And Paul had the same problem, and he used tape. So I'm going to use tape. Of course, who knows how well tape will stick once I've powdered it. Probably not very well. Alright, here we go. Okay, that'll work. Okay. I can see why these videos are so hard to make. This is my first time doing a DIY type video. Let's see. As long as I don't cover the holes. There we go. That should be alright. Hopefully. Alright, so now let's try that again. We'll put that there. Alright, and the reason why I have it off-centered is I actually want to put my pour tubes, I forget what they call them, flues or whatever, I want to put them right there and then have them feed into the head right there. So because of that, I want them in the center, so I'm pouring in the center of the cask and not on the edges. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so back to powdering. Put a little powder down and make sure it's all well powdered. Okay, so that's probably going to go there. Alright, then it's just a matter of I don't know if this strainer is going to work better or if the other one's, it looks like I think the other one's going to work better. This one's too fine. So we'll try this one. Oh, great. I think I hear rain. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pouring rain outside, and that wasn't in the forecast, so I'll go ahead and ram this up just because I have never done it before and I need to practice. So we'll go ahead and I'll tell you what, this is a very slow process. I don't know if this is that critical. I mean, it is a hammerhead after all. I've got that kind of powdered on, and what I want to do now is I'm going to get, and of course I don't have a cup, so I'm just going to use this. I'm going to put some material in. Okay. Maybe a little more. I'm almost thinking my hands might be better. Nothing like getting your hands into it. Alright, I need a little piece of wood or something to ram it up with. Let's see what I got. This would be perfect. It's kind of long, but I'll make it work. So, let's see. I'll go around the sides first. Never done this. But I thought if I go around the sides, it might keep the mold from, or plug or whatever you call the thing that's in down there that's the shape of half the hammer. Might keep it from moving around. That seems to work. Now, okay, carefully lift this up. Oh, that's heavy. Okay, we're gonna lift that up. Just go goes here. That. Okay. So that means this is going to go on here. If I can get it to go in there. Unless I did it wrong, which I could have. I think I might have. I think I might have done this wrong. That would be most unfortunate. I sure did. Alright, well that was good practice, because I believe this actually, yep, there's the arrow. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so there's the arrow. It's supposed to go like this. The arrows come together. So, that means this piece goes like that. Now we're going to carefully lift this. Okay, so now this, see the arrow? This should line up to this. And there it goes. Nice. Okay. Next step is we will take this piece with the dowels, and hopefully the dowels will go into place. Gosh, still raining outside. Come on, get in there. First, let's put a little powder on here, because we have to be able to separate this. Okay, so now we're going to run sprues. Sprue here. Okay. There's the hammerhead. Okay, there's the core. Go ahead and pull that out. got copper down in there, and I've just turned the valve to send the oil through. You can see the oil is slowly making its way to the jet. We've just had air going right now. We should get a change in sound. There we go. And it's going to start smoking a good bit. We're getting closer. Starting to glow. Oh, and it feels like it's going to rain. Okay, so I poured it, but I'm a little worried that it didn't, I'm worried that it got blocked, so it didn't fill the whole thing. Maybe I didn't have it hot enough, I don't know. First time doing this, so no telling. But there it is, and we'll just have to wait till it stops smoking before I take it inside, and it'll be a while before it's cold enough to handle. There it is. No, this is why you don't do this inside. Well, there it is. Doesn't look like much, but maybe with a little work, I think it'll do.